Hey guys, good morning. Today we're going to be determining, is it better to do a Amazon fresh shift as opposed to a Amazon delivery shift. Now, Amazon delivery shifts, we're going to assume a 4-hour block, and for Amazon fresh obviously is a maximum of 2. Today I've got 2 Amazon fresh blocks. So let's see, is it better to do 2 Amazon fresh blocks to get £64, or is it better to do a 4-hour Amazon delivery shift to get £64? Well, today we're going to discover together. So let's go. Now, I actually see a lot of people only do Amazon fresh, and I was always wondering, why would you do that? I mean, if you were just doing 1 shift a day, plausible, potentially, we'll find out today. But to do 2 or 3 as opposed to a Amazon delivery block doesn't seem logical, in my opinion. But we're going to assess it today. So let's see. Guys, I've got 2 shifts today, one at 6:45 and one at 9:30. The total is £68. I earlier said 64 by mistake. It's 68. So we've got 2 shifts today, and we're going to determine whether it's better to do 2 shifts of Amazon fresh or 1 shift of Amazon, and we'll tell you all the pros and cons. So guys, first things first is to check in on time. So 6:28, we need to check in at 6:30. We're just almost there now. It's really important, as I always say in all my videos, it's all about efficiency, getting in on time, checking in on time. So let's go and let's check in. So here we are, guys, at Amazon fresh. It's just gone 6:30, so let's start work. Arrival code. Obviously, Amazon fresh is self-check-in. So we checked in. Straight away, it's telling me that my shipment's ready, which is great. So let's click on that. There's cart number 50. 14 items, which hasn't come yet. I'm assuming it's just about to come. Let's see. Okay, so here's cart number 50. Now, it's sort of pot-like, because normally with Amazon fresh you get like 25-30 parcels. So I've only got 14, but this process still continues. The main thing is to scan ASAP. I see so many people flapping around when they're scanning. I mean, for fuck's sake, you just want to get in and out, right? So I don't understand why people take so long to scan. So sometimes they put these in weird positions, but you know, just get out of here ASAP, man. That's the main thing. Okay, scanning complete. Let's go. So one of the myths about Amazon Fresh is first in, first out. So if you scan early, you get out, well, you get your cart early. It doesn't work like that. It's pot-like. Today I got my cart immediately, which is not normal. Sometimes you have to wait 10-15 minutes. So that's the first myth. So let's swipe this and let's load our vehicle. Again, I see a lot of people flapping about when they're loading their vehicles. I mean, seriously, just get on with it. So I just go for it. So I just check 1 to 3 bags. So I'll put this on the back seat. Igu, 1 to 2. That's another Igu. So J&Q, Reva, 6 bags there for Reva. I'm assuming Reva's going to have water. That's normally the case. Another one for Igu. This one's Abby. So I'll put this. See this guy next to me? He was here earlier and got his stuff out earlier, and he's still bloody loading. I mean, why would you take so long? I don't understand it. I don't get why people flap around. I mean, you're getting money or pay to flap around, basically. So, you know, you need to get in and out. Okay, so this is all his water. So again, everything is all organized, and I know exactly where everything is. So when I check my blocks or my delivery spots is easy. So that's it, all done. At least with Amazon Fresh, you've got toilets and you've got a coffee machine which issues free coffee. The snack dispenser is not free, but you've got toilets, which is great. Guys, we're all loaded, ready to go. Let's see the time, 9:37. So we basically got a cart at 9:33. So within 4 minutes, we scanned and loaded. And that's what I'm talking about, being as efficient as possible. Put a cart in and let's get out of here. Alright guys, so cart back. What time is it? 6:36, so 6 minutes to do everything. And this guy's still flapping around. Right, let's crack on. So, luckily, I mean it's Brentford. Now normally I'd be, bloody hell, Brentford. But it's a bank holiday Monday, so that's a good thing. So I always use Google Maps. I just find it works better. 15 minutes. It was an apartment and the next destination is just after it. So it's straight on, so that's great. Obviously guys, it's bank holiday, right? So take that into account. So I've been lucky. I mean, my location is not bad. 14 minutes to get there from the station, and it's bank holiday. I only got 14 bags. Normally it's at least 25, 24 at, you know, the very minimum. So officially speaking, we should finish early. If we don't, then there's something completely wrong. But yeah, as I said guys, there's no such thing as first in, first out. Before, when I used to do Amazon Fresh, I used to come in on time, check in on time. So it's self-check-in. So you check in and you just wait for the notification that your cart's ready. Then so many times I used to come and I used to see that I've checked in and waiting. Other people have checked in after me and got their carts. And when I spoke to the Amazon guys, they said it's just all system generated. There is no such thing as first in, first out. So technically speaking, there's no point rushing and getting in early. However, there have been occasions when I have checked in and immediately I've got my cart, which obviously improves efficiency. So you're checking in and getting out, getting your cart and getting out ASAP. Loading your vehicle is scanning is really important. Just bloody scan the damn thing. Why people flap around, I don't know. And then once you've scanned it, then fill your car up like in a minute, in 2 minutes. Just fill it, like bang, bang, bang. People like slow motion, and I mean seriously, I don't know. It's almost like that, you know, they enjoy working more and not getting enough money. I don't know, but for me, it's all about efficiency. Just bang, 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 bang. So my block started at 6:45. It's 6:42. I'm already on my way. I'm 8 minutes out, so that's not bad, yeah? So let's see how we get on. Sometimes Amazon makes mistakes. So this is our first stop, number 4, and it says do a U-turn. It's got the U-turn sign there, which I don't understand because it's just going straight on to the next stop, which you always should check this, guy. This is really important. It gives you so much information. It tells you if it's a house, if it's an apartment. Also, when you get apartment numbers, like if it's apartment number 1, you know it's on the ground floor. If it's apartment number 20, then you know it's at least on the 2nd or 3rd floor, so you can plan ahead. And then I can see exactly our next stop, where it is, the location. I can plan ahead exactly where I'm going, where I'm going to park, what I'm going to be doing, basically. So all in all, it's really important to check the tools that you have in advance. While I'm driving now, I can check at the same time. So again, it's all about efficiency. Even though today is going to be definitely going to finish earlier because of the distance and it's bank holiday and we didn't get many shipments, but I want to finish even more earlier. Why not? What do you think? With morning blocks, especially like 6:45, right? You got the same type of challenges as you have with Amazon, where customers might be asleep and so on. However, with Amazon Fresh, the customer has booked the time slot, not like Amazon. So they've specifically chosen the time slot between 7 in the morning until 9 in the morning. So technically speaking, fingers crossed, they should be awake. So the challenges are a lot less than with Amazon, because the customer has picked the time slot themselves. Sometimes, guys, I've been on blocks where you might get like 15 parcels or 15 bags, right? But then you're so spread out. One will be like 5 kilometers this way, one will be 6 kilometers that way. And I've had some horror stories, you know. I've been all the way out to bloody Buckinghamshire. Honestly, it's just been absolutely mental. So this is what I'm saying about Amazon. It's all potluck. The days when it's really good for you, you should be happy. The days when it's bad for you, you're not going to be happy, but it is what it is, right? You know, some days you might do a whole block with, you know, 10 miles on the clock. And then another day you could do a whole block with 60 miles on the clock. It's all potluck, and that's just Amazon. You can't moan about it. I don't know why people moan about it and complain all the time. I mean, you signed up to it, so just get on with it. If you don't like it, do something else. You know, do Uber, do Stewart, do delivery or whatever. So you can see, guys, out of the 4 stops I've got, they're all, except for the first stop, which is 14 parcels, they're all apartments, central London. Now, if I didn't have a car, I'd be screwed. And then there's always potluck whether these apartments or buildings have a lift. Yeah, but that's just the way it goes with Amazon Fresh. But at least our first stop is the big one, 14 items. Just check it. Okay, there's no delivery instructions. I don't know why they left their mobile number as an access code, but anyway. And if you zoom in, we can see our route. So our first stop, number 2, and then number 3, so it's close by. And that's usually how it is with central London. So we're still going to finish early. It's just a question of how early, basically. But we're just going to crack on. Google Maps, right? So I'm not going to dictate and tell you what maps you should be using. I just find it easier with Google Maps. And what I do is that I use Google Maps, and then once I get close, so it's still 7 minutes away here, right? Can you see? So once I get close, then I switch to the Amazon map. Now, the reason why the Amazon app is good, particularly when you're right next to where you're supposed to be delivering, it tells you pinpoint where to go, and it shows you and highlights the property or the house or the apartment or the building. It shows up on here. So you can see, if I zoom in, you can see that this is like an apartment block over here, which is perfect for navigation and finding the building. Sometimes with Google, it takes you somewhere, then you just can't find where the hell the apartment or the house is. So that's my go-to system. I use Google Maps, and then once I'm close, I just switch to Amazon Maps. But it's all about personal preference. You just need to play around with it. There is no strict rule about it. All right, guys, so I'm literally 3 minutes out, less than a mile away, so I'll close that up and I'll switch to my Amazon app. Just want to make sure I'm going to the right location, but sometimes I hit the wrong one. But yeah, there's 2 parcels, you see? So I'm going to go left over here. So this is our first stop. I actually pressed the wrong button before, but we're on our way. I did press the wrong button, but the principle is the same. But we're moving now to stop number 2, which is just going to be up here. Let's just click the details. So it's a house, 2 parcels, no specific instructions. Let's zoom into where we're going. So it's over here, and as I said, the great thing with the Amazon app is that it gives you specific location. You can see the house numbers as well, like over here, so you know number 40 where it is exactly. And yeah, let's crack on. I love working on public holidays. It's just literally so quiet. Otherwise, you know, if this was a regular Monday, the roads would be busy, it'd be traffic, congestion, especially in the mornings, people like leaving their houses to go to work. It's just craziness. But yeah, I'm happy. It's going to be an easy block, I can say that from now. Okay, so we're just coming up now. So we're looking for number 40, that's 56. So, and also the main important thing is, guys, I'm looking ahead, so our next destination is just going straight. So I just need to park somewhere suitable. Number 44, here we go, perfect. There's a parking spot right outside the house. Another tick for today. So we click parked. Okay, this is telling me that it's age restricted, so I need to get their date of birth. So this is the 2 that I told you is right behind me. Again, it's all about being efficient. There are no other instructions. So just press continue. And then we need to get the year of birth before we hand over. Okay, slowly. Hopefully they're going to be awake because they're the ones who booked it. Hi, morning. Yeah, sure, no problem. Unfortunately, I just need your year of birth.
Sorry?
I just need your year of birth for the system.
Of course you do. 1943.
1943. Oops. 1943.
Okay.
Perfect. Thank you so much. See you. Bye-bye. Okay, done. Move on to the next location. So that's 6 parcels. So that's the dude with all the water in the back. Already I'm planning ahead. I know it's in the boot. So let's crack on. It's 6 minutes away, 2-mile drive. So guys, our next stop, it says 1 Capel Lodge. So obviously it's not going to be a house, right? So I'm looking ahead. It's not telling me where my next stop is afterwards. Sometimes that happens, but I can see exactly where I have to go over here. So it's some type of lodge, maybe old people's home. But yeah, so I've got 6 parcels. So obviously I'm not going to take them. I can't take them all at once. Unless I have a cart, which I do have, which I'll show you in a second once we get there, but we're almost there. And then I'll show you what I do to be as efficient as possible. And I highly recommend that you get a cart because it just saves your life, not only in Amazon Fresh, but also with Amazon. So over here it's got some notes. So access code, my flat door 2nd floor, which is great. So it's telling you it's on the 2nd floor. Deliver directly to the flat. The customer's flat door is on the 2nd floor. Only deliver to her flat. It says flat 11. So we've got all the information that we need to be able to deliver efficiently. Guys, we're at Capel Lodge over here. I'm just going to park over here. Hopefully it's not going to be a problem. And let's get this delivered. So I'm going to press I parked. I know exactly where it is. It's in the boot, but that's where I put them. And continue. Now this is what I'm telling you about, is my cart. Now this is a lifesaver, because if I wanted to pack everything right now, and it would have taken me 2 trips. So we scan, we load our cart. Now this cart, if you want the link to where I bought it from, just comment below and I'll send you the link. But as you can see already, this would have saved 3 trips actually, not just 2. And imagine if you were in central London in one of these goddamn townhouses and the customer lives on the 4th floor, then you know you're screwed, right? But with this, it's so much easier. Look at that. I mean, again, it's all about being efficient. Otherwise I could have spent 10 minutes here. So it's flat 11. The instructions said 2nd floor. And the problem is there's no, so let's just do flat 11. Just gonna have to lift my cart over here. Sometimes you face this problem where they don't have it. Yeah, hello, it's Amazon Fresh.
Good morning,
Thank you. Okay, so let's go. On the second floor. Let's get this lit. Okay, perfect. First time. It's wonderful. So, basically, this delivery is going to take me a few minutes rather than 10 minutes, which is what it would have taken if I didn't have a cart. So, oops. Let's go second floor. Okay. Hello.
Hi, good morning.
You alright?
Good, thank you.
Morning. Just give you these. Do you want me to put it inside for you?
Yeah, I'll just put them on the floor.
Yeah,
Thank
okay.
you.
There you go. Any plans for the bank holiday?
Not really.
There you go. There you go. Thanks so much.
Thank you
Take
very
care. Bye. See you. Okay, guys. So let's swipe that away onto our next one. So already I'm looking ahead. So it's just straight ahead. 3 parcels. That took a bit of time. And then we're going straight ahead after that, so that's good. So no specific instructions. It's a flat, it's flat number 8, so it's going to definitely be on the second floor probably, but let's go. As I say, guys, if you can get a car, it just folds up so easily, opens really easy, it takes literally 5 seconds. You're going to save a lot of time, a lot of hassle, honestly, trust me. Obviously, it's not going to help in these fucked up apartment blocks and buildings which don't have lifts, or some of them don't even have access for, flat access for trolleys and stuff. But 9 times out of 10, it's going to help you. So if I was you, first investment, particularly if you're going to be doing Amazon Fresh, is buy yourself a car, one that folds up nice and easily. I've been using this. I pay 50 or 60 quid, and I've been using it for over a year. All right, guys, just coming up to our next stop, so I'm going to zoom in a little bit just to see how I'm going to gain access. So I need to take a left, and then the building's going to be on the right-hand side. It's 3 parcels, which is right behind me on the passenger side. So I'm just thinking ahead, being as efficient as possible. Get in, get out. That's the motto, guys. Efficiency. Because I know it's 3 parcels, I know in the back where I've stored everything. So I know exactly where my 3 parcels are. It's right here on my back seat, left side, passenger seat. So I've got quick access, and that's all about being efficient and planning ahead. Okay, oops, almost passed it again. Okay, guys, so 56 to 57 High Street. Yep, that's the one. So it's not an apartment, it's just like a townhouse, I think. But anyway, we're flat number 8. There we go, let's see. Flat number 8. Okay, it is an apartment. But anyway, it's not a high rise. Okay, let's crack on. So I parked. Let's continue with our 3 parcels. So I know exactly where they are. So that just makes it a bit easier. It's only 3, so I could just carry them. Just continue. Let's scan them first. Scan them, put them on the side. There we go. So I can carry those. There's no specific instructions. Continue. And it's flat number 8. So let's get this. Flat number 6, 7, 8. That's one thing that pisses me off. They've got no numbers. Sometimes there's no numbers whatsoever. I can figure it out because that's 7, so obviously that's going to be 8. and get this over with. This one doesn't have a lift, but it's only one floor. Oh no, there's 2 floors. Spoke too soon. So you can imagine if there was like 5 or 6 bags and no lift, and you don't have a cart as well. Bloody hell. Hi, morning.
That's my voice.
Okay, no problem. There you go.
So much.
No problem. Take care. Bye-bye. Okay, so swipe to finish. So yeah, as I was saying, so if this place had no lift, you're screwed if you had a car anyway. But depending on when you're parking, it would help you to bring it to the main door at least. So all in all, having a car is amazing. So our next stop, 6 minutes away, 2 parcels. So this is also flat as well. So let's crack on. All right, guys, just approaching our next stop. So stop number 5, number 6 is just after it. So it's really close by, straight ahead. So no issues with parking. It's flat number 1, so it's obviously going to be on the ground floor. A very or worst case scenario on the first floor. 2 shipments, no further instructions. So lovely jubbly, let's crack on. 2 parcels here. So again, like I said before, I know exactly where my 2 bags are. It's right behind me on my seat on the back over here. So again, it's all about easy access. And it's just about, you know, being efficient, you know, guys. It's just thinking ahead, planning ahead, being as efficient as possible so you can finish. You know, a lot of people moan and groan. I've seen a lot of comments. Oh, you know, but you have to consider the travel time between the blocks. Yeah, but what about those days when the blocks are right next to your house? Do you moan about that? And second of all, since when does any company ever pay you to travel to and from work? And this is exactly what you're doing. You're going to and from work. Yes, it's potluck. It could be anywhere in London, basically. But that's just the nature of it, right? And if you work efficiently, it's not going to be £16 an hour. It's going to be £25 an hour. It can even be £30 an hour. So I don't understand why people moan, honestly. You know, just be smart, be efficient. So guys, this one's like 5 minutes away, 2 miles. So that's the thing. Sometimes you get less shipments, but they're more spread out. Now this one's not too bad. I mean, obviously, there aren't that many basically shipments anyway. But overall, normally what I find is where you have less shipments, sometimes in a lot of cases you get them spread out a lot, so it's not really that beneficial. But you know, it's all potluck. That's what I'm saying with Amazon Flex, you know, Amazon Fresh. Just with Amazon, it's all potluck. We're still going to finish early today, that's for sure. It's just a question of when. So it's 7:22 now. So officially our block started at 6:45. So it's almost been what, 40 minutes, 35 minutes, 40 minutes. So we're definitely going to finish within the hour. So that's bloody still good. So I'm getting 30. Well, hopefully, let's just not jump the gun a bit, but you know, potentially I could be earning £34 for 1 hour's job. But let's crack on with this next stop. Okay, flat 1, Farnborough Court. I'm assuming it must be here. Let's take a left and hopefully it should be, it says on the left, but I think it's this one on the right. It is this one on the right. Oops, bit of sun there. Okay, so Farnborough Court. I'm going to find somewhere to park just over here. Where's the entrance? Oh, there it is. Okay, so let's crack on. So I've parked. Continue with 2 shipments, and I know they're in the boot. So let's just crack on. As I said, the beauty with Amazon Fresh is that because the customer has booked it, you know that they're going to be awake at least. Right, so that's 1 and 2. they're not heavy or anything, so I can take them. So let's continue. And it's flat 1, so that should be pretty quick. So I'm assuming flat 1's going to be on the left hand side. Might be wrong, but you know. Let's see. Bloody hell. That's what I'm saying. Got no idea. This is flat 9 to 16, so I'm not going to press any buzzers. Let's go to this one over here. Hopefully it'll have numbers. Cracks me up. I don't know why people just don't understand or realise that putting numbers helps. Okay, this is open, so that's good. So flat number 1, here we are. Hopefully he's not going to be asleep. Okay, looks like he's asleep. So we'll wait a bit. I'm sure he's going to wake up. Hopefully, fingers crossed. Just make sure I've got the right one, yeah. Flat 1, 4 brick wall. Okay, let's send him a text message as well, saying that we've arrived. I'm going to quickly call him as well, but you have an obligation to send a... 7 The Grove, 1 package, no specific instructions. We're here, let's crack on and let's get this out of the way and then we're done. And this has an age restriction, so we need to make sure that they're over 25. We've only got 1 package left, so continue with parcel. Let's scan and let's get this delivered to number 7. I need to ask their age. Not age, but I mean, if they look over 25, then just ask for the year of birth. Okay, that's what irritates me sometimes. You press the bell, it doesn't make a noise, so you don't know if they've actually heard it or not. Let's crack on. Hopefully they're awake. Oh, hello.
Hi.
You alright?
Hello.
There you go.
Thank you very much.
I just need your year of birth, please.
You what?
Year of birth.
Oh, 82.
1982. Thank you. Cheers. Bye. Okay, guys. We're done. Was it difficult? I would say it's easy. Let's not lie. And that's it. We're finished. So guys, we just finished 7:35, so under an hour. So technically speaking, that's great, right? So what I can do now, I got another 2 hours to go before my next block. I'm just going to go on Uber or Stuart and make up the time, do a little bit of deliveries until our next block. And then we'll talk about, we'll have a summary after my next block. And then we'll summarize the whole experience. But so far, perfect. Less than an hour, 50 minutes to finish a block. So guys, we finished in less than an hour. So on the face of it, it's like, wow. But I won't say it now, but at the end, once we do our next block, we'll talk about our summary. It's not as simple as that. But the most important thing is being as efficient as possible. So we saved at least 10-15 minutes with efficiency in getting to the station on time, scanning, loading, leaving on time, having a cart, being efficient in terms of planning ahead and looking at your route and where you're going. And that saves time. You know, it could have been over an hour if I hadn't done that. But it's all about being efficient, being smart and efficient. But let's go to our next block and then we'll do a full summary afterwards to determine, is it better to do Amazon Fresh or Amazon Delivery? So the great thing with finishing early is that I can now crack on and make up time and do Stewart, Deliveroo, Uber, whatever. Because obviously Amazon, it's a 24-hour shift, it's 24-hour. You can't do more than 24 hours a week, right? So it's not really a full-time job. It's a top-up or someone who's doing it part-time, or just want to make some extra cash. So for people like me who are doing this full-time, I've just finished early. I've made £34. I'm going to make another 20-30 quid now, at least, doing an hour 10 minutes. So I'm making more money in the time that I should have only made 34 quid. So that's why it's always good to be efficient. And that's what I do all the time, is whenever I'm doing Amazon, even if I'm in a shitty location, I'll just switch on my Uber, Stewart, Deliveroo and make up for it. So people who moan all the time, I just think, come on man, just go, don't work for Amazon if you don't like it. I mean, come on man, what the fuck? Yeah, it's a kick up the backside when you get a shitty route that's like 20 miles away, or in a route where it's just all apartments and whatever. But then when you're getting a great route, like I just had just now, am I complaining? I mean, come on. Anyway, you always get moaners, whatever you do, just people want to moan at everything. But overall, in my opinion, it's all about being efficient and smart. So guys, my next block is at 9:30, 2-hour block, Amazon Fresh. This time I'm gonna check in, not late, but around 9:30ish. And let's see what difference it makes. As I said, there is no first in, first out with Amazon Fresh, even though it's a self check-in. It's all pure luck. And today I want to check in a little bit later. So we're going to check in exactly at 9:30 and let's see how we get on. As I said, I always go for Google Maps first until we get there. So it's a 30-minute drive. So yeah, not many stops, but 30-minute drive. So that's what I'm talking about, potluck. But let's get out of here. Okay guys, so we're just checking in. It's 9:29. Let me turn off my Wi-Fi because sometimes it goes all messy. Okay, let's scan the arrival code. So we're just coming exactly on time. Okay, so let's see. Matching a route. So this is the thing that puzzles me, right? You can see all the carts already. I've checked in and it hasn't given me a cart yet. And that's what happens sometimes. It's all pot luck. There is no science. And these people that are standing here, they've checked in before me and they haven't got their cart. So that's why I wanted to check in a little bit later today. Well, not late, but on time, rather than early, to show you that really it's all pot luck. There is no first in, first out. There's quite a lot of people outside as well, parked, waiting for their carts, and it hasn't been issued yet. So anyway, let's see, we'll wait. I'll come back to you once we've got our cart assigned. Okay, so it just told me it's 9:33, I've got my cart. Now this guy here has been waiting and he was checked in earlier, and all these guys as well. But I got my cart number 12 and it's 22 items. So let's find cart 12, okay. So again, it's all about being efficient. Just scan. Quickly. So we want to get out of here ASAP. It looks like an easy delivery because it's all multiple items. But let's not speak too soon. Okay. Okay, we're done. So that took less than a minute. And let's get out of here. 22 parcels. Okay, so let's load the vehicle ASAP. So this one is Lou, 14 bags. So out of the 22, 14 is for one customer. So these are all loo. Now the funny thing is, as I said to you guys, we checked in late and we sort of got our car quite early. People have checked in much earlier than me and they're still waiting around. And that's what I mean by simply being potluck. No rules whatsoever. So anyway, our job is to get out of there as soon as possible. It's SW1 as well, so we'll see how we get on. The great thing is that it's bank holiday. Otherwise, normally when it's city, London Central, I don't really like going, particularly at this time. If it's early morning or late evening, I don't mind, but again, it's all potluck. Amazon, there is no science. You know, I'll show you later, but basically just trying to be as efficient as possible. When I finished my first block that you saw, I went and done some Uber and Stuart and I made an extra 30 quid. So for a 2-hour shift, or 2-hour block that I originally had, instead of £34, I've now made £64. So £64 for an hour's work. So if you're smart, you can make decent money. So again guys, a lot of people complain about central London, and I'm not saying that, you know, I love central London, but it's all really about potluck. The good thing with central London is that everything is close by, so the deliveries are within like maximum mile of half a mile max. Obviously the downside is parking. Obviously you have to pay for congestion, and then traffic, depending on what time you do your blocks. So me anyway, I always try to do my blocks early morning like you've seen today, or late evening, just as a general rule, because that's the easiest time to do blocks. So it sort of eliminates all the challenges that you have or potentially could have with delivery. But you know, it's all about being smart. I mean, I don't mind coming to central London. It's just, you know, depend on the time of day, and obviously potluck. Everything in Amazon is all about potluck. But let's crack on with this. There's no special instructions on this. It's 2 parcels. Even if it's, you know, it's first or second floor, it's going to be pretty easy. 2 parcels is no problem to manage. All right guys, so we're almost there. So as usual, I'll switch from Google Maps now to the Amazon app navigation. It's 14 parcels. Let's see what the access is like once we get there. Okay, so here we are. This is number 2 Halcombe Place, and this is number 1. So access is cool, so I can literally unload directly into the apartment or house. Took me what, 40 minutes to get here, so let's crack on. Okay, that wasn't too bad. Nice guy was actually helping to unload, which doesn't happen all the time. So let's crack on to our next stop. It's just 2 minutes away. As I say, with central London, they tend to be quite close. So let's crack on and let's finish this block. Okay guys, so we're at number 80 over here. Flat D. So these are townhouses, they don't have lifts. It's flat D, so it's on the higher floor, and we got 4 shipments, no special requirements, so let's just crack on. I've got these 4 items here, right? So obviously it's going to be a mission to deliver, but that's just the way it is. There's no point using a cart because it's not going to help over here because of the steps, and there's no lift. So I'm just have to take what I can, and then obviously come back, because I'll have to leave that and come back. It's not going to be possible to take it, but that's just the beauty of central London. But you know, it's just the way it is. It's like a exercise routine anyway. Okay, let's flat D. Let's deliver. Okay, that wasn't too bad. It was flat D, but it was on the ground floor. So let's crack on. Flat 9, Keats House. Let's just see. It's a mile away, but the next one after that is quite close. So we're going to finish pretty early, but let's see how we get on. Okay, so flat 9, Keats House. So this is, I think these are like council houses in central London. Maybe, I might be wrong. Don't attack me now. But yeah, these types of apartments are a little bit tricky because obviously they're multiple floors. But hopefully we should be lucky to find parking. Yes, right outside. And then this looks like the block just over here. Yeah, well, it must be Keats House. And hopefully, I think flat 9 should be on the first floor. Okay, let's, I parked. And let's continue and let's deliver. So, flat 9 is actually the 4th floor. But it's got a lift. It's always handy. Small one. My car wouldn't probably fit in here. But let's just crack on. That's finished. Let's go on to our next one. It's only 3 minutes away. Another apartment block. Let's see where I want to park. Okay, it's giving you where to park. Park here or here. I mean, here's a private road. Depends if it's open or not. But yeah, let's crack on. 2 parcels optional in front of my flat door. Okay, well, he's told the 3rd floor. That's positive. A lot of people don't even tell you what floor it's on. It's not everywhere has signs. But yeah, so 2 parcels, 3rd floor, leave outside the door if he doesn't answer. We're in some posh place. Let's get this delivered. So, flat 23. So let's get, but yeah, nice posh place over here. Hopefully, we don't tear this bag. So it's 3 to 10. Hopefully I'm in the right place. 14 to 22 and we're 23. Now the funny, oh, that's not it. That must be it. Now the funny thing is, guys, let me just make sure that it is Salisbury House. Yeah, flat 23 Salisbury. Yeah, I was going to say was that the funny thing is, guys, when I go to posh areas or central London, no one ever gives a tip, and if they do, it's really like 0. Not that I'm expecting a tip, but when I'm on the suburbs, I get more tips. So, go figure. Hello. Okay. So it's the 3rd floor. Let's make sure it's the 3rd floor. 23, yeah. Okay, let's go. Pay all this money and it takes forever just to go up 3 floors. Honestly, my lift goes faster than that. But anyway, let's get this delivered. Okay, guys, finished. So 10:38. So from the time that we left Wembley, an hour, right? My block was supposed to finish at what time? 11:30. So we finished basically, let's say, an hour early. So a lot of people would say, wow, that's amazing. And to be honest, it's great. Now, a lot of people on the other side will moan, oh, it's going to take another half an hour to get home. So effing what? I mean, which employer pays you for traveling? And it's not going to take, it's going to take me half an hour, but I'll still be saving half an hour. You know, so what is there to complain about? But guys, it's all about being efficient. Anyway, let's go for our roundup.
This lift is going down. Doors closing.
I don't want to live in somewhere like this, honestly. I like to see green and just a bit of peace of quiet. Anyway, as I was saying, so 34 minutes, people will complain, people will moan. I don't know why people moan. What I'm going to do now is make up for my time. I'm going to turn on my Uber and my Stewart account and do some deliveries. And then we'll make up for all the time that we spent. So we're actually, it's like a bonus. I'm getting more money for time that I was supposed to be working for Amazon. So it's a win-win, right? Anyway, let's crack on. I'm gonna do some deliveries, and then once it hits 11:30, we'll come back and do a roundup. Okay, guys. So I've lost track of time. So it's 11:40. So 11:30 would have been our end of our block. In between, I did some Uber, so £32 Uber plus the £68 for the 2 blocks. So if you calculate everything that I've done today, is £100 in 4 hours. So basically £25 an hour. So that's what I'm talking about being efficient. So I finished early on my Amazon, rather than moaning and driving back home and say, oh, it took me half an hour to drive home and blah blah blah. I just used the time. I switched on my Uber, and I got work in between, and within 4 hours, rather than just getting £68, I've now got £100. Am I now supposed to complain, or am I supposed to be happy? And that's the key, is being efficient, being as smart as possible, and maximize on your earnings. Hey guys, so the number one question is it better to do two hour Amazon Fresh blocks or 1 4-hour Amazon block? In my opinion, for sure, 100% is a lot better to do, in my opinion, a 1 4-hour block with Amazon than 2 2-hour blocks with Amazon Fresh. And the main reason why is, overall, whether you're doing Amazon Fresh or Amazon, you have no idea. There is no science behind, if you have a block at this time, you're going to be in this destination or this location. It's all bollocks, right? It's all potluck. Okay. So when you can put that element to one side in terms of where potentially you're going to have your deliveries, when you look at the science, normally you need to be paid at least to look at it in terms of getting £2 for every mile that you work, right? That is my formula, £2 for every mile that you're working. So with Amazon Fresh, in total, round trip, to and fro, I did about 50 miles. That should equate to £100. But I got £68. Whereas if I were to do a 4-hour Amazon block, I would be doing a maximum of 30-mile return to and fro. And I'm getting 62 or £64. So you do the maths. And then you haven't got the hassle and stresses of going to and fro twice with Amazon Fresh. So for me, Amazon 4-hour block is so much better. Of course, Amazon Fresh is easier, technically speaking, because you have less parcels. But I mean, do you want it easy or do you want to make more money? Come on, you have to have a balance, right? So in my opinion, it just doesn't work out. I mean, having an Amazon Fresh one as a top up per day, 1 2-hour slot is fine, but two hours. So remember, guys, the formula should always be, if you want to work efficiently, for every mile that you drive, you need to be earning £2. Otherwise, it's not worth it. And that's the same with either Amazon or Uber. I mean, when I get an Uber request and I see like it's a 3-mile trip and they're paying £5, I think to fuck off. I mean, why would I do that? You know, it's just, you have to consider all elements, right? You got your fuel, your taxes, overheads, expenses, blah, blah, blah. It's just not worth it. So why do it? So that's the formula that I use, in everything. And when I look at Amazon Fresh and I'm going, and it's potluck in terms of, I mean, yes, you could have a destination which is local, so your mileage is less and so on and so forth. But how many times does it actually happen? And you could have the same thing with Amazon. And Amazon, you get paid more. Go do a 4-hour block, finish in 2 hours, go home. Whereas Amazon Fresh, to do 4 hours, 2 hours, i.e. 4 hours in total, and finish in 2 hours is bloody difficult. Whereas it's a lot easier to do that with Amazon Shift. But that's my take. So let me know your comments below. Keep watching, subscribe. There'll be loads more content. I'm going to be doing a new series on Stuart soon, because I wanted to spend more time working on Stuart before I came back and gave my feedback. So watch your space.